Hello viewers, welcome to this informative slot coming to you from GASA Media studios, and of course today I'm here with our finest reporter in the person of Gillette and Temke, here to answer some W's. Hello Gillette, thank you very much for honoring our invitation here today.
Thank you, Chris, for having me.
Straight away, why is GASA Media, Gillette, very interested in the activities of the Lebialem man? And of course, I quite remember we have covered a whole lot of grounds relating to the Lebialem people all through the summer, both in and out of the country.
Thank you so much, Chris, for that interesting question. Yes, you are very correct. GASA Media is very interested in the activities of the Lebialem community. First, because the CEO of GASA Media happens to come from that particular community. Okay. And like the Englishman always says, Chris, charity always begins at home. Sure. There is no way we can be able to get to other communities without beginning from our own very community. And secondly, GASA Media happens to be a grassroots media who is interested, one of its objectives is to cover the activities of the underserved communities and bring it to the spotlight. And Lebialem community is one of those rural communities that GASA Media is interested in bringing their activities to the spotlight, especially at looking at the fact that they have very interesting and a unique way of life. If you look at their culture, is very unique. Mm-hmm. Their way of food, dressing, their food, the food they eat, and their traditional dances, they dance in a very unique way. If you made mention that we have covered different events, cultural events, conventions, you could see for yourself how they demonstrate, despite the fact that those that have traveled out of the country, they still hold their culture very, very strongly. So they are not giving up on their culture. These are some of the aspects of the Lebialem people that we are trying to bring to the public. At first, the Lebialem community was not well known, but thanks to GASA Media, so many people have known about this very unique community known as Lebialem.
When you hear of a Bama, you hear of togetherness, you hear of unity, and you get to realize that many sub-communities in the Lebialem are raising funds in their various conventions to see into some key projects to help develop the Lebialem community. But now with the advent of the ongoing crisis, how feasible is this?
Thank you so much, Chris. That is as well a very interesting question. Yeah, you're very correct. Different sub-communities in Lebialem, both at home and in the diaspora, they are raising funds to realize certain projects back in Lebialem. Coming to analyze it as you have asked me the question, I think that these are just people that love their people so much. They have their people at heart, and they feel the heat, or they feel the pain. Yes, they feel the pain of their people. When they see their people going through stress, it touches them, and they think that for them to come together and raise funds to support them is going to go a long way to ease their stress. And that is the reason why you see different communities, those sub-communities, they are coming out with different projects, like the solar panel project, the road project, and you can name the rest. With all these projects being realized, like the solar panel project, anybody who is living back at home will be able to have these electrical gadgets, to enjoy life. And you can name the rest. The road project, you can never really minimize the importance of roads. It will help the locals to transport their food crops to the market, and that is going to make life a whole lot better for them. Thank you.
Okay, moving on, the funds of Lebialem have made a call for their people to come back home, to come resettle. I can quite remember, especially that of the fund of Fontaine. He made a call during our current interview with him, wherein he said, let the people of the community come back, clean their environment, clean their compounds, as per his words. And alongside, they also foster education. They are advocating strongly for education. So the question is, do you think this will encourage people to come back to the place?
Thank you so much, Chris, for that interesting question as well. Yes, I think that the call of the different funds of Lebialem for their subjects to go back home is going to be appealing. Firstly, because they are the highest authority in that particular community. So a call coming from a fund that the subjects should go back home, it means that they have definitely made a survey to make sure that everything is safe for their subjects to live there. So I think that it is going to be appealing for people to go back home, especially for those that are not very comfortable here in town. There are people who are here in town, they call them internally displaced persons. They are going through a lot of stress to live here in town. So those people, they will find it very appealing to go back home, especially as they are advocating for education. You know, one of the greatest worry of the people will be, if I have to go back home, how are my children going to benefit from educational facilities? Now, if educational facilities are made available, I think that is going to be a whole lot appealing. And for those, for me, those that have already settled here until they have constructed their own houses and they have established their businesses, I don't think that that call will be appealing to them, since they already found, they found
comfort zone.
Yes, they have already found their comfort zone here in town. So I'm also using this medium to encourage the funds, the different funds in Fontaine, to always use GASA Media as a medium to channel their information to their subjects. You know, Chris, gone are the days that the fund used to come out, hit the drum, or the messenger will hit the drum, and people will gather at the palace to pass out information. Now, because of this crisis, the Lebialem subjects are scattered all over the country, all over the world, in the diaspora as well as at home. So this call through GASA Media, I think, is going to go a long way to to pass the message across, so that the people can listen to this and then get back home. And as for the Lebialem subject, I encourage you to stay connected to GASA Media so that you keep getting more updates from your funds. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Gillette. Okay, that will be all for now. Viewers, I just want to encourage you to keep hanging in there. Stay tuned to GASA Media, because GASA Media is a community media. And of course, it's our responsibility, it's our goal, it's our drive and push to make sure that we bring to the spotlight the underserved population. We are here for you. So far, I have been Chris Coffee, collaborating alongside Gillette Atemgen. Stay tuned for more updates.